Your company is in the market for a new phone system and you are considering, should we go with Microsoft Teams phone system or should we use a different competitive cloud phone system option? It's a great question. I actually get asked that question quite a bit because that's my job, is to help you folks out with deciding which technology you should use and which providers you should quote. But it's kind of a complicated issue. Both are great phone system solutions. Both have specific fits in terms of when they're the best fit for certain businesses. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to run through the 4 questions that I go through with my customers that call me, and asking them those questions that will help determine which is a better fit, Microsoft Teams phone system or another cloud phone system solution for your business. So I'm going to cover those 4 questions that will help you get to the bottom line in this video. But first, before I get too far ahead of myself, if you'd like my recommendation on the best cloud phone system solution for your company, especially if you have like 50 or more employees, that's really my sweet spot. Reach out and contact me. Send me an email, give me a call. There's no reason why you shouldn't at least reach out and see what I have to say. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I love helping customers on this kind of stuff. More information on that at the end of the video. I will definitely help you make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. Also, as always, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you think about the video, or let me know about future videos you'd like me to do. So which is the better fit? Microsoft Teams phone system or another cloud phone system solution? Well, first thing I want to do, get it right off the bat, is I want to say that Teams phone system is not a cost-saving option as opposed to other cloud phone system solutions. Most of the time, that's the case. So if you're thinking, hey, maybe we should go to Teams phone system to save money, that's not really the case. Teams phone system, unless your company has an E5 license, Teams phone system is going to cost as much money as any other cloud phone system solution out there. So it's not a cost-saving option. It's more of what's the best fit. And that's what this video is all about. Is there's 4 questions that I always ask my customers to figure out if Teams phone system is the best fit for them or if another cloud phone system solution is a better option. The first question I always ask is, how many phone system users does your company have? Why is that important? Because with Teams phone system, if you have a lot of users, meaning thousands, typically those companies aren't as conscious of the features that you're using on a daily basis. So they're not as sensitive to needs when it comes to individual, like tiny little features that users might want to use. And Teams phone system, as you might know from my other videos, has some feature gaps. So the bigger the company, the less features you typically need, and the more Teams phone system might be a better fit for you. The second question, I mentioned it a little earlier, is what version of Microsoft 365 licensing does your company use today? Why does that matter? Because if you're using an E5 license today, Teams phone system is going to be a lot less expensive than all the other options. If your company is not using E5 licensing, Teams phone is going to be the same cost as any other cloud phone system solution on the market. So that obviously makes a difference. The third question I always ask is, how much does your company use Teams today? So are your users all on Teams, and are they all instant messaging back and forth and creating work groups to work together, whether it's like a big chat group that they're all talking back and forth and sharing documents on? Are they using Teams to Teams calling? Are they using conference calls constantly? Stuff like that. How much are you guys using Teams today? And is it the whole company, or is it just a small group of people, maybe in sales, that are using Teams or something like that? So why that's important is because if your company really hasn't adopted Teams yet, and a lot of people aren't really using Teams, then Teams phone system really isn't that big of a deal compared to everything else. So as opposed to if your company is using Teams a ton today for instant messaging and all types of conferencing and Teams to Teams calls and all that, obviously Teams phone system is going to be a lot easier of a transition than any other phone system in the marketplace. So that does factor in. And finally, the fourth and last question category, I should say, that I always cover is features. What calling features are really important to your company? And as you'll see in my other videos, Teams phone system does have some major feature gaps. So if the features you need are missing with Teams phone system, obviously that factors into the decision. So watch my other video that I do on feature gaps, and I pretty much talk about it in almost all the different videos of the things Teams phone system does not do today. So that's it. If you'd like my recommendation on the best phone system option for your company, should you use Teams or should your company use another phone system option, especially if your company has more than 50 employees, that's really my sweet spot. Reach out and contact me. Send me an email, give me a call. I would love to help you out, and I will help introduce you to the right vendors to quote. I'll explain why. I'll explain the technologies you should be quoting. I'll introduce you to the best salespeople at those vendors, and I'll also oversee the quoting process to make sure your company gets the best pricing from the vendors of your choice. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I'm a broker for all the major service providers out there who provide cloud phone systems and Microsoft Teams calling plan options for companies. So based on your company's requirements, I'll tell you right out of the gate which companies you should be using, which have the best reputation in the industry, which do a great job on customer service and service quality, which companies to avoid, all that good stuff. And the nice thing is, on top of all those benefits, your company does not have to pay me a dime. The service providers pay me my broker fee, so you don't have to pay me anything. So there's absolutely no excuse not to at least reach out and see what I have to say. All right, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I do at least one video every single week, sometimes multiple videos, so it'll make sure you don't miss any of the future videos. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what questions you have, and let me know what future videos you'd like me to do. Thanks for watching and have a great day.